Hey everyone, it's Dare and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, you all have been begging for and wanting to know, when you travel, what do you put in your model bag? So today I'm going to be taking you step by step what is in my model suitcase. This is actually what I put in my model suitcase for my California trip that was a month long. So you guys get to come along with me and see what it's like and what I threw in my suitcase for this trip. Let's go take a look at my room. There's stuff everywhere. My suitcases are open. Clothing all over the floor. This is a very crazy way of packing, but this is how I like to start. I'm sitting here on my bedroom floor. This is typically how I like to unpack. I will lay it all out on the ground and try to pick out the best of the best to either repack for the next shoot or discard some of the ones that weren't as big of a hit. Brought this bikini to this last shoot and everybody unanimously said that they didn't want to shoot it just because of the color, and they saw some other stuff that they were more excited to shoot. But I want to kind of face what it's like for a very first timer packing their suitcase and going to a different state. Now, as many of you know, I'm going to LA for an entire month, which means everything that I pack is going to be completely insane and out of proportion compared to a typical shoot where you'd only bring like one or two different things. So try to keep that in mind while I'm packing, that you don't need 20 pairs of underwear, you'll probably need like 10 for a weekend, you know, just in case. Let's take a look at what I have here on the ground. This suitcase over here is suitcase number 2 that I'm going to be bringing, and this up here is suitcase number 1 that I'm going to be bringing. So this one is going to involve all of my shooting clothes for the most part because everything is pretty small. Now this one up here is going to be all of my regular people clothes. I like to go to the gym while I am shooting and going from place to place. So there's going to be multiple gym outfits, multiple pairs of underwear, socks that are ankle high and knee high, tank tops, sports bras, all the boring stuff that you would wear either to a shoot or like stuff that I'm going to wear to the gym or just roaming around LA. Only get up to 50 pounds in a suitcase. So if you can put all of your heavy things in the smaller one, then you can still fold clothing to fit in there, like teeny tiny pieces, and get up to 50 pounds while you still have a smaller suitcase. I also really like to pack, obviously makeup wipes. I bring those with me everywhere. I have one that goes in my suitcase and one that goes in my backpack. And I like to bring snacks for just in case. So I've got some granola bars, and then underneath all my underwear, I have some trail mix that comes in a giant bag with individual trail mix in the bottom. So the first thing we are going to focus on is your makeup bag and your toiletries as well. I personally like to put them in my bigger suitcase, so let's head over to the bathroom and take a look at everything I have sprawled out. When it comes to packing for a plane trip, your makeup bag is one of the most important things that you bring. I personally don't like to carry it with me on the plane. I just throw it in the suitcase. So mine is pretty big, so I gotta save room in my big suitcase for this. This is another hack I like to consider when it comes to travel modeling, is getting yourself a cheap plastic bag, whether it be a Target bag or just something cute kind of like this, and putting all your toiletries in this so it will not leak. I put all my lady stuff on the bottom, and then what I also like to do is take my toothbrush and saran wrap the top of it, so that way when I put it in here, my hairbrush or hairsprays or anything won't get on the bristles. You can either get like a plastic cover, but that's what I like to do. Then I'm just going to take all this stuff, which is shampoos, conditioners, tanning lotions, face washes, toothpaste, all that kind of good stuff, and throw it in this bag. Now, I'm sure you guys, that bar of soap's not in my bag, by the way. It's just sitting in the bottom of the sink. I'll get that. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, Dare, where do you keep your deodorant? Let me show you. And fun fact, this is my bag that I take with me as a carry-on, and inside the front pocket is not only more makeup wipes and also some emergency toiletries. I also carry my deodorant. Now, this is up to you. Some girls like to travel with perfume, but there's a liquid inside of it, so obviously it's gonna get checked when it goes through security. But if you bring deodorant, it's not that big of a deal. So for me, I'm a very sweaty girl, so I keep my deodorant inside my backpack for easy access the morning of, going to the airport, and if I do get a little sweaty while at the airport. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are also thinking, Dare, why do you use men's deodorant? Well, unlike Dove or Secret, it's not white. So if you notice, when you put it on, it doesn't leave white marks. Yes, ignore my my brown pits. I have brown armpits, okay? Get over it. But if you use this, it won't leave any white little pieces of deodorant in your underarms. So you can wear this on shoot day if you would like, or you could wear it year round. Plus, it doesn't leave any residue on your clothing. So I think Old Spice is amazing for any shooting that you do. This is gonna be the only thing I carry on the plane with me, which is a relief because I don't like to bring carry-ons on the plane aside from the one that I put under the seat in front of me. That's totally up to you. It's up to whatever you prefer, but I do have another hack here for you. Inside my backpack, I sneak this little fanny pack on the top of it. Yes, this is my Jeffree Star fanny pack. I love it. It's so great. And what I put inside here is when I go to check my bags and I get a boarding pass and I get the tags also that go on my suitcases, they print off like a little teeny tiny tag that you get to keep in case you lose your luggage so they can track it. This is perfect for that. So that way, when you land, you can put this on as a fanny pack or whatever. You can stick your phone in here. You can put your ticket in here. You can put cash in here. I've got like a portable charger in here as well. I've got hair ties. I've got business cards. This is honestly perfect for if you are going on the plane and you need a quick little storage spot for all your stuff. Now, I'm sure a few of you are thinking like, Dare, that means you have 2 carry-ons. So like, do you put the one above? No, this is what I do. This bag sits in the seat that's in front of me, and what I do is I leave a little room on top in the center pocket and put this inside, zip it up, shove it under the seat, and then when I'm ready for it, or when we can take out our stuff, like our laptop, your computer, your whatever, what I do is I pull this out, grab from my little bag, can grab your AirPods, or do whatever else you need. That's just my personal thing. I like to have my boarding pass and everything on hand when I'm walking through the airport. All right, let's get back to packing and let's focus on like what we really came here to talk about. Most important thing you need to bring is neutral colored undergarments. So I've collected, oops, aside from this one, my bad, I've collected a large pile of undergarments that are tan, gray, black, kind of a beige color, white. These are your essentials. So always make sure you have a pair of white, tan, black, or gray undergarments. This goes for your tops and your bottoms, if you know exactly what I mean. So this is the most important thing, so I'm gonna pack that right on top of my shoes. And the way that I do that is I pick a corner and just kind of like push them in there. You can sit here and follow. I'm sure there's other people that have really good packing hacks, and you can like fold these things up, stuff them in socks. Like everybody has their own personal way of packing their suitcase. I don't get that nitty gritty with it because honestly, it's just gonna get destroyed once I get to the shoot anyways. Don't forget with your bottoms that you pack your tops as well. I almost did. I've just got some black tops here. I've got a strapped top, a no strapped top, and a branded strapped top. So I've got some options here. Gonna pack that. So basically, you have all your generic basics covered. You've got your tops, you've got your bottoms, and you've got your shoes. The next essential that I'm packing inside this model bag is a courtesy robe or shawl. Something, it can be like a sweatshirt or whatever you feel most comfortable in, that you can cover yourself up when you're in between shoots, or if you're on a beach or out at a location. You can wear this till you are actually at the spot that you need to either disrobe or, you know, show off what you're wearing underneath. I personally love packing these because it's a super cheap thing, so if I forget it at the shoot, it's not that big of a deal. And I also just like to respect, you know, that just because I'm comfortable in my skin means that other people that are around me might not be as comfortable with me being comfortable in my skin. You know, like, we're just trying to make everybody comfortable and have a good time. Now, this is when it comes to, you have to kind of get creative and remember who you're shooting with and what they asked you for. Honestly, what I like to do is that I keep a large sheet of who I'm working with and what they want to shoot with me, so I have a really good idea of what kind of clothing they want me to bring. But if you have no idea, like you're attending a workshop and you don't know what they're going to want to shoot with you, I would try my best to either look at their Instagram and see what sort of stuff the models are wearing that they've shot with, or start picking out your favorite items and packing them inside. Now be sure to at least pack 5 different bikinis and 5 different lingerie outfits. Try to make them all a little bit different, whether it be color, size, like how it fits on you, shape, fabric. So if you want something that's really see-through or not so see-through, like try to grab a variety of your 5 favorites, so that way there's a good chance that whatever you bring, they'll love as much as you love it too. A few of my favorite bikinis are BR swimwear, which I really like the color scheme on this one. I really like this one too. It's another BR swimwear. These are like tiny little micro bikinis. I'm shooting with a lot of photographers who really like micro bikinis, so I'm packing a bunch of those. And I have a black and white polka dot one. This one seems to be very popular, so I always bring it. This one is a Fashion Nova bikini. Some people really like that fake designer look. This looks like Versace, so I'm bringing that with. Plus it's on the tinier side, so I think a lot of photographers will really enjoy this one. And this one I was actually gifted from somebody. It's a very see-through micro bikini, so I'm bringing this one with because I know that there's a photographer who really likes shooting very see-through things. And also another one from Fashion Nova, which is a smaller, more kind of like lingerie looking bikini, so I'm packing that with as well. And that's a lot of bikinis, so you know what? Just gonna take those and put those in the suitcase. But a lot of photographers want to see you wear something that you haven't shot in a while. So I hang on to everything, and I even have some from that Shein haul that I did. So I'm packing this green Shein lingerie, this like maroon Shein lingerie piece as well. So I've got a one piece and a separate piece. Then I also have this piece that I got. It's a one piece, like over halter red piece. As you can see, like the colors are all very different. I've got a loungewear 2-piece that I'm bringing, a loungewear black 2-piece that I'm bringing, a 1-piece pink Fashion Nova one that I'm bringing, and even a non-see-through Hot Artist Shein lingerie. So I like to take all my lingerie and fold them up nicely and just put them in like a tiny plastic bag. Unlike the bikinis where I just shoved across the top, bikinis don't ever really wrinkle, so you can just put them anywhere. Lingerie does, so you have to fold them precisely, and I just like to utilize my space. Boom, all inside. Now you're gonna need some essential overlay pieces. So what I like to call those essential overlay pieces is white and black, either dresses or tops. The all-time favorite I honestly own is this little camisole, oops, that's white and very flowy. It's a very popular choice, just like a neutral plain white tank, black dress-like lingerie pieces. So here's one that I've worn a million times. I'm gonna make sure I pack this one because everybody loves a neutral cocktail dress. So I'm gonna pack that as well. Then I have another black lingerie piece that is see-through. It is wildly popular. This is one that I have worn many and multiple times, but can be, because it's a black sheer piece, it can be utilized in many different ways. I would acquire some pieces in your lingerie sets that are like this, that are like very see-through. I don't know if you guys can tell, but just having them because it's really useful and it's nice to add underneath skirts or outfits. I've just learned that this is a really like top pick when I shoot, so I always bring something like this. A white one piece is always essential, so this is gonna be a white lingerie piece. One and done. And because people really like color, I happen to have a similar one in red. So I'll be packing this one along as well. I know you're probably sitting here going, I don't have any of these things in my model bag, and that's okay. Luckily, you can go on Amazon and find tons of this stuff on there for very affordable prices, and you can get it really quickly. This isn't sponsored by them, but I've just found that like a lot of my favorite things are from Amazon. Another good thing to have is a pair of denim booty shorts. I have these ones, and they have them in American flag print. Ta-da! So I'm gonna be packing these as well because they're very popular. I'm sure you've noticed me saying that this item is very popular, or this always seems to be something that photographers gravitate towards. Obviously, once you start shooting, you'll start learning which pieces seem to be utilized more and more, and you'll also have to be wary of which ones are not being used so much. The ones that aren't being as used, You can either retire them from your model bag or hang on to them if they're a personal favorite. I really enjoy throwing in some splashes of random weirdness. Like for me, this random men's dress shirt with Pikachu on it, I think would be a fun, sort of like cute, sexy outfit to wear. So I'm gonna be packing this as well because it's a favorite and it's honestly never been shot yet. So I'm gonna throw that in here as well. With the black dresses that we threw in earlier that were see-through, I'm gonna add one that's not so see-through because everybody loves a black cocktail dress. As you can see, my model bag is looking pretty full and we already have our essentials. We have some fun personal things that I like to throw in there, and we also already have bikinis, we have our shoes on the bottom. So now if you have any room, you can throw in some of your other favorites or some of the popular choices that you have. But this is essentially what my model bag looks like at the end. It's very full, it's quite heavy, but I know that I have something in there to offer for everyone, whether it be see-through, big and baggy, short and tight. You just want to try to cover all the basics. Now, when it comes to your other suitcase, that's when you can put what you would like to travel to the shoot in. I personally like to wear outfits like I'm wearing today. It's a tight shirt and a tight either skirt or pair of jeans, but you have to make sure that they are fabrics that don't cause any lines on your body. So I like to bring a lot of dresses and a lot of like long flowy skirts, so then that way I don't have to wear any unders or like any tops or any bottoms underneath, so that way it doesn't create any lines. Photographers hate more than anything editing out like fine lines, like from your bra straps or from like your tight skinny jeans. So I definitely recommend wearing something like either sweatpants or a long flowy dress. That way you don't have to worry so much about the lines. So all this stuff I'm either going to be wearing to photo shoots or I'm just going to be wearing around LA. What I like to do here is I have a pile here of fancy outfits. This is a pantsuit with a yellow kind of summery skirt, top outfit, and a big billowy white dress. This is going to be either I'm wearing something fancy or I'm going to be wearing to around to my photo shoots. This pile is more of my casual side. So these are long sleeve shirts. I've got 3. I've got a maroon, a denim, and a black long sleeve with a little black dress underneath with little flowers, really cute. And some black high-waisted shorts. This is just going to be casual stuff I can either wear to photo shoots if I like, but it's more on the casual side. And I have multiple options. Here I've got a plain black sweatshirt, which I always feel like I need because I'm cold everywhere I go. And up here is my lovely pile of leggings. I've got, I think like 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got 5 pairs of leggings, and that's gonna last me. There's obviously a variety of colors. I brought 2 pairs of black just in case, so I'm gonna wear them out. And luckily where I'm staying at, I will have a washer or dryer, so I won't be without pants or anything. Right there are gonna be some bras that are a little bit more loose fitting. That way when I do go to photo shoots, I won't have any lines from them. This is my mountain of underwear. Yay. There's like at least 27 different pairs. Huzzah. Next to it are different socks. I've got knee-high and ankle cut just in case. And I've got a pile of sports bras. So when I do go to the gym, I have different sports bras there for me. This is my pile of either t-shirts to wear to bed or t-shirts to wear around. It's more casual. I've got at least 6 there in that pile, so that way I can choose. Those are my PJ pants if I decide to wear them in case I get cold. And I have my sweatshirt laid out that I usually wear to the airport. That's my MTV one, super cute. Nice bright yellow, so I can't go missing. Yay! So I'm gonna pack all these inside my big suitcase and hopefully it all fits. These are my suitcases ready to go. This is my model suitcase. As you can see, I added some things on the top. And this is my person suitcase. It's quite full. Yeah, I was pretty indecisive about what I wanted to bring. Oopsie doopsies. Now you guys have been waiting for this video for a very long time, so I'm so glad that I could show you guys what I pack into my model suitcase. Hopefully this helps you if you are a new model. Obviously you don't need to pack as much stuff as I am packing if you're just going down the street to a photo shoot, But common sense would say you would only pack the basics that I told you guys about and a few of your favorite items if you're just starting out. But if you're traveling on an extensive trip just like me, this is a good step-by-step of how to pack your suitcase. Sorry about that, that was blurry for a little bit, but I got you guys back now. Hopefully this is really helpful and beneficial to you. I know you guys have been asking for this for a while, so I'm so glad I got around to doing it. Plus it helps me pack my suitcase extra fast since I'm going to be filming and, you know, packing at the same time. Yay, knocking two birds out with one stone. Killing it. Don't forget to check out my Patreon if you guys are interested for more content on me and seeing me in all these lovely outfits. I do have a $50 tier where you get added to a private Snapchat, which is really fun. So check out my Patreon. But if you guys are interested in seeing me just on other social media platforms, I do have an Instagram. It's Dare Taylor Official. I also have a second page here on YouTube called Taylor's Dare. I couldn't think of it. Called Taylor's Dare. You guys can check it out. It's all my lingerie hauls. And yeah, other information's down in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a magical day, and I hope magical things happen to all of y'all. Bye everybody, be safe!